Hey, this is Nick from Sculptor.com, and today I'm going to show you how you can use a guitar to program more realistic MIDI bass. Okay, so essentially what we're going to do here is we're going to take our electric guitar, we're going to write a bass riff, and we're going to record it just like you would any other electric guitar DI. And once we have this DI in our DAW, then we're going to be able to use a special function to turn this into MIDI hit points. This is going to create MIDI bass programming that has more realistic timing and more realistic variable velocities, since it was a real player actually playing the performance. So I've already got my riff written here to save some time, so I'm just going to go ahead and play that for you so you can see what it sounds like. Okay, so that's basically what the riff sounds like. I want to point out that I am doing this in Cubase. I'm sure you can do this in other DAWs, but you may have to Google some of the functions that I'm doing so that you can find out how to do them in your DAW. Okay, so in Cubase, you're just going to double click on this audio file that we've just recorded, and this is going to open up the sample editor. In here, you should see lines coming up on all the transients of all the notes you just played, and in Cubase, we're calling these hit points. So now we're just going to let this play through, and we're going to make sure that these actually line up with the notes that I did hit. Okay, so we can see here that it missed one. So in Cubase, what you want to do is go over to your left menu bar, you want to engage this Edit Hit Points button, and then we're going to find the spot that we want to add a point, hover over it, hold down our left Alt key if you're using Windows, and just click, and this will create a hit point where you want it to be. And now after we've added that, we're just going to continue listening and see if we find anything else that sounds off. Okay, so this time we see that it's added an extra note on a transient where we don't really want a note. So what we want to do is we want to still make sure Edit Hit Points is engaged. You want to click on the line that it's created there, go to the top, this little X will appear to disable the transient, and you just click on that and it'll take it away. Okay, so I've went ahead and skipped forward a little bit to save you some time. You'll see there are some more blue lines here where I had to make corrections, but really overall it was already very close to how I wanted it. Really, this should take no more than a minute to get them all correct for just one riff. So once we have all those done, what we're going to do is go over to our left menu over here. At the very bottom, there's this button, Create MIDI Notes. Okay, so we want to click that. Over on the left, you want to keep it on Dynamic Velocity. Your pitch, keep it where it is. The length, 1-1, that's the longest it goes, and you'll see why we're going to do that in a minute. And New MIDI Track. And then you just want to click OK. Okay, and now we're going to scroll down to the bottom of our track list and we'll see a new MIDI track that Cubase has just created. This is going to be the MIDI that we've created from the audio that we're going to use for our bass. So what we want to do is grab that and bring it up to our virtual bass instrument. Okay, now that we're in here, we want to hit Ctrl A to select all the notes. We want to go up to the top, select MIDI, go down to Functions, and then you want to hit this key to delete overlaps. And this is going to make sure that none of the notes are running over each other. They're all going to cut short and stop exactly where the next note starts. Now that we're in here, we see that everything is pretty quiet as far as velocities go. We're going to try to bring this up to a better sounding level. So if you go down to the bottom of the window where you can edit the range of velocities, right next to the middle if you put your cursor, there's a button to move them vertically. We're just going to click that and we're going to drag them up until it starts to sound good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to drag the notes to the actual note that they should be on. I know I start on an A here, and then I go down to an F, up to a G, and then back up to an A, and it basically repeats. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I skipped forward a little bit and did it all on my own again to save time, so we're just going to close out of it, and now I'm just going to play it for you so you can see what it sounds like. And that's basically it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and visit our website, bandsculptor.com, and sign up for our newsletter if you want to get the latest news of what we're up to. Thanks for watching. Bye.